welcome everybody. We are just getting things set up here for our Hanover Hydra Silver Overwatch team taking on the Wolves from our friends in Falls Church, Virginia. So we just had a great Rocket League match with Loudon, Virginia, and now jumping just a little ways down the road to Falls Church and playing those guys. Always field some great teams from Falls Church, so I'm sure this is going to be a lot of fun. This is our silver team, so we'll be playing Assault today. Maps will be Hanover, Horizon, and Paris, or Paris. If you want to be fancy. So should be a lot of fun. We're just getting things set up here. We will have one remote player, actually one bot today. I want to give a shout out to Archangel. It's his birthday today. He's got a birthday party and couldn't make it. But excited to play today. Again, the Falls Church Wolves and Hanover Hydra Overwatch Silver Round 2. Looking forward to kicking this things off. So stick with us. We'll be right back after these brief messages.
In the Overwatch League, the action is fast and frantic. To help you get the most out of your viewing experience, here are 3 things to focus on. First, the objective tracker. Want to know who's winning the map? Start here. The objective tracker shows each team's current score, objective progress, and remaining time available. Teams may start a round using one strategy, but then change it drastically as their remaining time dwindles. Each round ends when the attacking team runs out of time and they don't have any players on the objective. However, if the attackers remain on the objective as time runs out, the round enters overtime. Overtime extends indefinitely until the defenders can clear the objective of all attackers. Second, the unit frames. This is where you can see which heroes each team's players are using and the current status of those heroes. Each team's roster is separated by role. The damage players are on the left, the tank players are in the middle, and the support players are on the right. Eliminated players are grayed out until they respawn. Any status effects like hacks, stuns, or sleeps are also highlighted. The unit frames also show each hero's progress towards earning their ultimates, sometimes referred to as the ult economy. Checking each team's ult economy is a great way to determine which teams will have the advantage in the next team fight. So, look for teams to combo big offensive ultimates for maximum firepower and to save their powerful defensive ultimates to withstand enemy engagements. The unit frames and objective tracker are great places to look before and after fights, but when the action gets heated, keep your eyes on the kill feed. The kill feed shows you when a hero is eliminated and who on the enemy team is responsible. The kill feed also shows how the hero was eliminated. A white arrow signifies a basic attack. A bold arrow signifies a headshot. And if an elimination is scored with an ability, whether basic or ultimate, the kill feed shows that too. In addition to eliminations, the kill feed also shows the destruction of important objects like Torbjorn's turret, anyone that Mercy resurrects, and important ultimates blocked by D.Va's defense matrix. There's a lot of info to process during a game of Overwatch, but by referencing 3 simple parts of the screen, the objective tracker, the unit frames, and the kill feed, you're sure to catch every small moment of every big play.
All right, welcome everybody. We are just getting ready to get this. Actually, we are kicking this match off. So we've got our Falls Church Wolves taking on our Horde from Hanover. Our Horde team is made up of Dark Dragoon. Archangel is actually remote today. Mighty Coldbug, LAX KJB. Actually, Moto Coldbug is Twitch. I got to update his name on there. LAX KJB 71, Mellow Maniac, and Barebow Fraggins. So the Horde will be assaulting the objective first. The Wolves will be playing defense. Looks like they are setting up a standard Bastion comp. So we'll see how the Horde react to that. The Horde are going to be running, Mellow Maniac's going to be running his Diva. Lucio is going to be run by Barebow. LAX is going to be running Hanzo. McCree's going to be run by Dark Dragoon today. Sigma's going to be run by Twitch or Mighty Coldbug, and Zen is going to be a bot because we're missing Colton today. So they're running that Bastion combo there. You can see that. See how the Horde decide to deal with this. How they decide to salt in there. See if they decide to try to push through quickly and flank, which would probably be the best way. You can see that Zen bot's pushing forward there, sucking up a lot of fires. That's the unfortunate nature of having that having a bot in there, is that sacrificial nature. All right, so they did get a shield out there, but quickly chewed up by that that Bastion. They did manage to get someone back in here. Lucio did manage to get in behind. See if he can do anything here with the rest of the team pushing in. All right, so yeah, just still trying to push in here. It looks like we are getting, we did get Zen in here behind, but again, that's a bot. We got Lucio in behind here. Zen does get taken out by the Ana. The Wolves are playing a tough defense. The Horde need a push here. They're playing a little bit too conservative. Here comes the push. They need to get a shield in there. They need to take on that Bastion head on. So they're doing a nice job getting in here. The Bastion does release his ultimate, but he gets taken out by a nice job by Junkrat there. Lucio does take out the Diva. Lucio, Mercy does get a res on the Bastion. So we'll see how that plays out here. But they are driving them back and securing towards the objective here. Trying to chase down this Reinhardt here from the outside. Reinhardt does get in there. They are focusing this Reinhardt now, though, as they should. Looks like they're doing a pretty good job against it. They do break his shield, but he is being charged up right now. Junkrat does take out their support character with the Ana, and we secure the point. So start earning credit towards the point at this time. So good first job. They were really nice, deliberate in their movement on that Bastion. They worked slowly, methodically, and did a good job. They didn't just jump into the fray. So really good disciplined play by the Silver team in the first point there. So we move in on the second point here. See, it looks like they're running a Roadhog, so it looks like they had a little bit of a comp change. They still have that Bastion. Looks like they're going to be running the Bastion right here on the point. So we'll see if the Horde have any ultimates saved up. They do have that Junk Tire. See if they can get that Junk Tire in behind. They do have the Diva Bomb, but they're all sitting behind. They do break the shield, but they put the shield up just in time. But LAX KJB unleashes his Junk Tire just as the Diva Bomb went off and blew up that shield, wiped them out as they were all stacked right there at that point, and took them out to secure the second point. 3 minutes, 48 seconds left on the clock. That was one of the big emphases of practices this week, is doing combo comps and supporting each other on those combos, on those ultimates, pairing them up for mass effect, and that's exactly what happened there. Really smart, heady, big brain play by this Silver team with Mellow Maniac and LAX KJB teaming up for that ultimate to basically do a team wipe and secure that second point. So that was a really quick push. They were super deliberate on the first point, which they had to be. That's the hardest point to take. And then the second time, they conserved all their ultimates smartly and used them in conjunction. So really good job by this Silver team. So now they're going to flip sides. They're going to have to defend. The Wolves are going to try to get 2 points against the Horde defense. The Horde's going to come up and set their defense. Typically, you play more of a defense at this choke. You can see Falls Church played kind of back further at the point. So playing the choke's usually the smarter play. Because that's it's a one way in, one way out, unless you got some type of dive character who can get in. Looks like they are running a Pharah though. To counter that, the Horde are running a McCree. Looks like Dark Dragoon's playing a McCree this time. But a similar comp to last time that the Horde are running. So let's see how our defense holds up. We've got Twitch, Mighty Cold Bug puts that shield out there. They quickly take care of that, push it in strong behind the Rhine. So they need to focus that Reinhardt, which they're doing a nice job of getting the cumulative fires there. Ryan's going to push in behind, but the rest of the team doesn't follow. So they're going to be able to drive him back. They should be able to break his shield pretty quickly and hopefully take him out. They do drive him into that little corridor. D.Va's focusing him right now. So good job. D.Va is going to get pinned, though, by that Reinhardt. Drive him back. The LAX does manage to take out the one of the opposing players. Still got a D.Va Reinhardt battle here, but Reinhardt's going to win that. So the Horde defense is doing decent at this point. They were able to manage enough of the support players at the Falls Church Wolves that they're going to have to work their way backwards. But here comes a Ryan charge, does get in on the Sigma of Twitch there, but he managed to fight that off. The rest of the team comes forward here. Again, clock is in play in the fact that the more time you eliminate from the team's ability to capture the point, the less time they'll have if they tie the score. Earth Shatter there does manage to take out the Junkrat played by LAX. Horde trying to hold on to this point, but with a couple members sent back to spawn, they maybe have to surrender the point. We still have Twitch here playing Sigma that's trying to hold this. We do have an ultimate in a Junkrat tire, but we might want to hold on to that again for that ultimate comp that we could potentially be used on defense. So it looks like we are going to surrender the point. Move back to second point here where the Horde are going to set up their defense. 4 minutes, 54 seconds on the clock with a little bit of a time bump there for securing the first point. The Horde had 3 minutes, 48 seconds left on the clock. So let's see if we're able to hold this second point. The second point is closer to spawn, so a lot easier for the defending team to get back. So we have to be careful not to bunch up too much because they have a couple ultimates in their bag at this point, including that Pharah ultimate. So exchanging fires back and forth, largely playing behind their Rhine shield back there, trying to get some long-range picks. Here comes the Rhine charging in, see if we can concentrate him, take him out. Flux put out, did manage to get a couple players low. Here comes the D.Va bomb going off. Does manage to take out their support and their Reinhardt with an attack by Lucio. Faria unleashes her ultimate. Sigma shield goes up a little bit too late, but very little damage there suffered. They still have the Lucio here that they need to take out, which they should be able to take out in short order, which looks like he's done a good job. But at this point, the Horde's full strength, and here comes the Wolves pushing back. 3 minutes and 35 seconds. So the clock now favors the Horde, or the Hydra, I should say. Here comes the Junkrat tire. Not sure where that went at this point, but it's still coming in. McCree unleashes his ultimate, takes out the Pharah and the Lucio, so nice job there by Dark Dragoon to use that ultimate, takes out the support and one of their main DPSs, so good job there. That's going to make their attack really difficult. If they can take care of this Baptiste, they're going to have to recock their fight and start all over. Junkrat does manage to take out the Junkrat of the opposing team. They just need to concentrate this Reinhardt. He doesn't have the rest of his team with him, so he's not going to last real long. He does get an Earth Shatter, but not before taken out by D.Va, played by Melomaniac. So looks like the Wolves are having a little bit of a fragmented assault right here, which favors the Hydra. Junkrat McCree take out the Pharah and the Baptiste. From the Wolves, Melomaniac takes out the Lucio. So again, they're down their main support. They're going to have to back up and reset and recock here. But looks like they're continuing their push. A little bit of a fragmented push from the Wolves here. Again, this favors the Hydra. But looks like they're letting the rest of their teammates catch up here. Just waiting on their Hog to respawn and get up here, and then they can start their push again. But the clock down to 2:02. Hydra doing a really good job defending here. They did unleash the beat, so that's going to help them here. D.Va's got her bomb. Let's see if it's any effect. The Reinhardt gets in there, does a nice job shielding that. They do take out the Junkrat from the opposing team. Looks like the Horde do have the junk tire, so that should come into play at some point. 1 minute 39 seconds left on the clock. Junk does take out the Pharah from the opposing team, so Junk's doing a really good job taking and targeting out the DPSs from the other team. Here comes the Roadhog unleashing his ultimate, but he doesn't have much support behind him, so he's not going to last real long. He's taken out by the McCree, played by Dark Dragoon. Sigma unleashes his Flux. Doesn't find anybody home. Here comes the Junkrat tire coming in. Does get the Lucio barebow fragments of the Hydra, but he should be able to get back here to the point pretty quickly. Just a minute 2 left on the clock.
60 seconds.
It's high noon.
All right, High Noon being unleashed by Dark Dragoon. Let's see if it finds anybody home. Does take out the Reinhardt. Critical elimination there. Just 49 seconds left on the clock. Not a super dramatic ultimate, but does take out that Reinhardt. Pharah unleashes her ultimate. Again, not really finding anybody home with that one. They did get the Reinhardt back in the fight with a res by their Mercy. But the Horde full strength, 32 seconds on the clock. They got beat and they got the Junkrat tire. Have to imagine that Junkrat tire is going to come in here pretty quickly. Just 25 seconds left on the clock. Lots of eliminations. Here comes the Junkrat tire. It's going to find that Mercy. That's a critical elimination. Eliminates their ability to res. They did bring a Wrecking Ball here on the point. Classic move to try to hold and secure the point. But just 8 seconds left. They do take out that Pharah. They need to get to a point here or the Horde are going to win this first round. They just have to clear off this Lucio. They should be able to if they master fires, which they do. It's overtime. Doesn't look like anybody's going to give it back. And the Hydra win this first round. I imagine the play of the game is going to be that combo, that Melomaniac and Junkrat tire by LOX KJB. Let's see who it is. I can't imagine it wouldn't be. And, of course, there it is. So this was in the first round. The Hydra were pushing in on the Wolves from Falls Church. LAX unleashes that tire right after the D.Va bomb. They're shielded up. He gets it in behind that shield. Team wipe, sends them all back to spawn and secures the second point in that first round. So let's go ahead and award the Hydra with the first round points there. We'll take a quick break and we'll come back with round 2. So stick with us. We'll be right back.
Yeah, I'm not gonna rip it. It doesn't matter at all.
Esports is a multi-billion-dollar industry. We're taking that and we're delivering it to elementary and middle school kids.
Yo, you guys are getting pretty wrecked by me. Dead. All right, push up with me. Push up with me.
We're bridging the gap between conventional athletics and competitive gaming. We have kids working on the same technology that the pros are training to improve their skills.
When did you lose? When did you lose? Why did you lose? Like the games that you lost, why did you lose?
Through a partnership with the Positive Coaching Alliance, our coaches go through a double goal certification. They learn not only how to work through the strategies of the different games they're playing, but they also work through how to impact these kids' lives in a positive way. They get to mark and highlight behaviors and attributes that will lead to long-term life skills.
You love being Battle Mercy.
Yes, battle.
No, it's not. Why don't you tell us your favorite move that Mercy does?
So what brought me to XP League is the experience of my children. I had always hoped and wanted them to be a part of a youth athletics team. So I realized they all love competitive gaming. So why not marry their passion with what I'm hoping for them to learn and achieve, and put healthy, solid values in place in something that the kids want to do and are excited about doing.
Yes, Fruit
Experience points. Every game awards experience points. And what we built here is an experience. Professional level equipment, the top tier partners in esports. They're also getting the experience of sportsmanship values, of working with mentors and coaches, and of being part of the team. It's all about the experience.
I need you. I need you. Nice. Go. Group in. Now. Push in. We don't have to Good game.
All right, welcome back. If you're just tuning in, you missed a great first round match with our Hydra playing a really tight game against Wolves from Falls Church, Virginia. Falls Church always has really good teams. So far, so good. The Hydra end up winning Hanover. Now we'll move on to Horizon Lunar Colony. Again, this is Assault, so each team gets the opportunity to try to take 2 objectives or 2 points from the opposing team playing defense, and then you flip side, that defending team gets the opportunity to take 2 points from the defending team. After that, if both teams tied, it comes down to however much time is left on the clock to try to achieve as many points as possible, and it continues going that way until one team gets the ultimate advantage in points and wins that round. So Hydra won the first round. Now we're moving on to the next map, which is Horizon Lunar Colony. So we should be getting this thing kicked off in just a minute. Again, playing Falls Church, Virginia. Falls Church, always a fun team to play. They always field quality teams, so we know we're facing a good competitor here. We are playing with a bot this week, which definitely handicaps us a little bit. Bots tend not to listen very well when it comes to discipline and not pushing the point too quickly. But when you have players out, that you've got no other resort at this point. But they played really well this first round. Let's see how we play the second round. This is Winston's map, hence kind of the gorilla cage here. So this is kind of his scientific lab facility here on the moon. All right, so looks like the Horde will be in red and the Wolves will be in blue if you're rooting for them. Again, our Hanover Hydra Silver, it says Horde Silver up there. It's actually Hydra Silver, is PC2 is Dark Dragoon. Archangel's not here today. It's his birthday. Happy birthday, Colton. Mighty Colbud, his name's actually Twitch, so we'll get that updated. LAX KJB71, PC5 Mellow Maniac is PC6, and Barbo Fraggins PC7. So the looks like the Horde will be attacking first. Looks like they're running a Diva, Lucio, Junkrat. They're running a Genji this time instead of a McCree, a Sigma, and then that Zenyatta bot. For the Wolves, they are going to be running a Pharah, a Diva, a Bastion, running that Bastion again on defense. Mercy, Lucio, and a Reinhardt. All right, so they'll be, looks like setting up right on the point again. Not necessarily playing the high ground. There they go. They got their Pharah and their Diva heading up top, so it's a little bit better positioning for them. So let's see how the Horde, a little bit better opportunity for the flanking maneuver here with this map as opposed to in Hanamura. So looks like the Hydra are going to take advantage of that flank and try to push in from the far side here. Minus our Zenyatta bot, who is going straight in on the point. So let's see how the Horde push in here with them playing right on the point. It's going to give us the opportunity to get close, and that's exactly what you don't want if you're playing a Bastion. You want to maintain that distance. You see him already shifted over to Sentry mode. The Hydra take him out. They take out the Reinhardt. They take out the Mercy. They take out the Pharah. It's just the Diva left at this point. Once they take out that Diva, that's going to send them back to spawn. They demech the Diva. Baby Diva's trying to run for it. She's not going to make it. And the Hydra are quickly going to secure this first point. And we will be moving to the second point here. So really good job. Having that Bastion, you really need to maintain spacing and not let the Horde in, or the Hydra in on you. We were able to get really quickly in on that Bastion, which completely negates his power. He had to switch to Sentry mode, and the whole defense was upset at that point. So same thing here. Horde are going to charge in, close the distance with that Bastion, which is exactly what they need to do. He needs to switch to Sentry mode. Horde are going to quickly target him, target that Reinhardt, get rid of their main DPS and tanks. Twitch gets rid of the Lucio. Genji gets rid of the Mercy. Junkrat and Lucio both get eliminations on the Bastion, and Pharah have the benefit here. Take out this baby D.Va, and we earn credit towards the point. Really good push here by the Hydra as they get two. Here comes the Junkrat tire coming in to set them back, preventing that Lucio from getting on the point. Again, a big brain play there by LAX KJB. Allows them to secure the first point really quickly. Almost record-breaking time there, with 4 minutes, almost 5 minutes and 6 seconds left on the clock. So epic push here by our Hydra, playing really well on this map, on these first two maps, really. So that's really the key. It's that Bastion can be a devastating tool, but if you're able to close the distance with him without taking too much damage, he becomes really vulnerable. And especially if you're forming your whole defense around that Bastion, once you get in there deep and in behind him, make him vulnerable and take him out, everything falls apart. And that's what we're seeing with the Wolves defense right now. All right, so here we are getting set up. Looks like the Wolves are going to be running a Roadhog, a Junkrat. They're switched to a Reaper and a Brigitte, and Ana and a D.Va. So they're doing some significant comp shifts on this time. In terms of the defense, the Hydra are going to be running a D.Va, a Lucio, a Junk, a Genji, a Sigma, and a Zen. So we'll see. Let's get a kind of a glimpse from the attacker's perspective. We got a Sigma shield out there. Probably a little bit too far out there, but we'll get that drawn in and fixed up. So playing a nice defense, not clumping up too much, getting that Junk on the high ground, probably get that D.Va on the high ground. And here comes the Wolves. All right, so the Hydra definitely have the big benefit in terms of time on the clock. So if they do allow the Wolves to secure both points, then they'll have a lot more time to secure more points following that. They do take out the Junkrat, trying to sneak in that left-hand side. Looks like the Junk and the Lucio were able to team up. D.Va is coming in that side too, as well as the rest of the team, trying for that high ground left flank. But they're going to go out there back into space and have to work their way back around. So Horde doing a good, or Hydra doing a good job playing defense right here. D.Va's playing and holding the point, attacking this Brigitte. The Wolves' assault's looking a little bit scrambled at this point as they try to go for this flank. They do get the Reinhardt in there. The rest of the team's a little bit slow to follow them in, and they're going to be able to target that Reinhardt and drive back the rest of the assault. So good job by this Horde being able to hold this point. They do manage to demech the D.Va there. Junkrat, he's going to follow that down, take out the baby D.Va, send them back to spawn. Zon takes Zenyatta, but takes out the Reaper. So this Hydra team's looking really good. The Wolves are going to have to consolidate here. Looks like they're doing a better job this time, changing up their strategy. They're going to go for the flank through this little corridor, it looks like this time. Probably a better maneuver. It's a little hard to get quickly through that outdoor flank because you move really slowly on the surface, and it's hard to do once you come through that door. You're really vulnerable unless you got your whole team behind you. Looks like the Wolves are trying to get together here. Need to play behind that Reinhardt shield to get close. Trading fires on both teams. Not too many eliminations. Good job by Genji, played by Archangel, to take out the Reaper from the opposing team. Got a D.Va taken on, looks like the Junkrat over here. The Junkrat trap's going to end up getting Brigitte. They're going to demech the baby D.Va. The Junkrat is going to chase that baby D.Va down and ultimately take them out, send them back to spawn, and prevent them from pushing. We do have a little battle here on the point. Junkrat does get a elimination on the Zenyatta bot, but the rest of the Hydra are able to push back. and send them off. Here comes the Reaper coming in the side. We do have a Junkrat tire, so we'll see if we can push that down. 1 minute and 7 seconds left on the clock. Looking like a much better push this time for the Wolves as they push in. Diva on Diva battle here. Here comes the Diva bomb. It just pushes through the far side though. Does take out the Genji played by Dark Dragoon there, so we'll see if that comes into effect. The Hydra are much further from their spawn, so it takes longer to get back around. Melomaniac's Diva does get the mech there, and but still fighting the fight along here with Twitch playing Sigma here on the point. Good job by both Barebow Fragons and LAX to take out the opposing members of the team. Twitch does get taken out there though, so this could be an opportunity losing that main tank. But Melomaniac does manage to get mech'd back up, and we'll see if that buys enough time for the rest of the Hydra members to get here on the point. They do have 4 ultimates queued up, so here comes the Diva bomb, probably unleashed a little prematurely there, but Barebow Fragons does manage to get a elimination on their main tank. Unleashing that Genji blade does manage to do some damage. Sigma unleashes his flux, so this is going to be it. This is overtime. If the Hydra are able to clear the Wolves off the block, Junkrat Tire comes in. 1-2 eliminations. Really good job. Just need to clear this ball off. If they clear this ball off, then that's going to be really damning for this Wolves team. Reaper unleashes his ultimate, but quickly taken out there by the junk of LAX KJB. That's going to drive overtime clock down, and the Hydra are going to win this round and win the match. So really good play here by our Hydra team. Here you see the play of the game again. LAX KJB playing that Junkrat. Might have been that ultimate he unleashed at the end. There you see he's got that alt tire. This was at the very end. You can see the timer going down. He's going to drop that bomb in there. Takes out the Diva and the Brigitte. At that point, they were really low. They just had that Reaper ultimate. They got really close to doing some damage, but the Horde were able to, the Hydra were able to shut that down and win the match. So I think we'll probably play one more for fun if they've got an appetite for it. So let's take a short break. We'll come right back and see what they want to do. Stick with us. All right, so that's going to do it. The Wolves had enough for today. The players got up. They want to work on some discussion on kind of how the match went. So no worries. Thanks for the great game, Wolves. Falls Church, always a pleasure playing. Great game for our Hydra today. Things are really starting to gel. The team's really starting to play together. We're going to play one more practice match with some bots. We got some time among ourselves, but that's going to do it. I'm not going to bother streaming that. So thanks for tuning in. We've got a Fortnite event coming up for some of our Fortnite gamers. Then we got another Rocket League and 2 more Overwatch matches this afternoon and evening. So come on back for all that. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you then.